Okay, so you guys know that I'm studying in Germany, and you know that Germans drink a lot of beer. So I wanted to dedicate this vlog to beer culture, and not only in Germany, but other places I've traveled. I've been pretty lucky, and I've had quite a bit of beer in the countries that they're kind of from and famous for. So, like for instance, in Ireland, I've had stouts like Guinness, and in England, I've had cask ales, and Germany, I've had wheat beers, and in the Czech Republic, I've had great pilsners. So, like I said, I just wanted to make this vlog entirely dedicated to beer. I think I'll talk about some I'll focus on German beer, but I'm also going to talk about other things as well, as far as how it differs across this country and other stuff. I'll also show you some of my favorites and talking about my favorites. So yeah, check it out. Okay, so it is true that Germans drink a lot of beer, and there are some misunderstandings that a lot of people have, and a lot of people just don't know about the German beer culture, like myself included before I got here. A couple myths that are commonly thought of back home are that Germans drink dark beer and Germans drink it warm. And in reality, that is false. They drink it cold, and they don't drink as much dark beer as what people think. They also drink a lot bigger glasses. Like back home, you can normally get a pint, but here it's a little over a pint. It's a half liter, so it's like 17 ounces. And that's common for everything, not just like the cheap beer back home you could get like in a 12 ounce, but here the cheap beer you get is in half a liter. So they do drink it bigger. And in reality, there's a law here that permits only certain ingredients to be used in a beer. It's called the Reinheitsgebot, and the German beer law is actually the first law ever created on food and drink ever in the world. And pretty much what it says is that beer can only be made out of water, hops, barley, and yeast. And it was created to protect the beer culture in Germany from other outside places that might bring a special beer into Germany with other things such as sugar that might possibly outsell it. So with that in mind, the only beer that can be made in Germany today is wheat beer, pilsners, and Bock beers. So there's not a large variety as far as like back home. You can get like a IPA, you can get a double IPA, you can get an imperial stout, you can get a chocolate stout, and other various crazy types of beers. So that's really the main difference here in Germany. And although that the cheap beer here is better than the cheap beer back home, yeah, most of it's better here, but because of the law, you can get better beer back home. And just for the variety and like why you drink good beer, honestly, there's a lot of great beer back home, but there's also good beer here. So I'm not going to say that German beer is the best. And as far as Germany as a whole, the country is kind of divided into like two main parts of beer drinking, I guess you could say. Like the southern part in Bavaria, they drink wheat beer. That is where the good beer is. That's where they drink the most beer, and it's really where the best beer comes from. But from where I am in the northern and eastern part of Germany, the Pilsner is the main kind of beer that I could get like at the grocery store and stuff like that. So yeah, like I said, most of the beers I've had here are Pilsners, but I have had some good wheat beers from Bavaria and stuff like that. So now I think I'm going to show you my beer collection here and all the beers I've had, and also point out some of my favorites. So check it out. Okay, so here's my collection from afar. I've kind of got them divided. I'll point out why I have them divided in a second here. Start with the top row. These two are the steins that we got from the festival, the Beer Fest, when we went to Bavaria, and these are all pilsners that I got, like I said, that you mainly can buy here. A couple to point out. This is probably the beer I've had the most here. It's the original Budweiser, Budvar from the Czech Republic, and this one here is the local beer. And as far as across Germany, there's usually a beer. Each city has its own beer, which is unique because I heard that Germany makes up 1/3 of all breweries in the world. So yeah, this is a bad beer. Couldn't drink it all. This is bad. This is bad. I couldn't even drink couldn't drink these three. There's the only bad ones I've had. Kirsch beer is cherry. This also had cherry in it. This was just bad. And now these are the wheat beers from Bavaria, right through here. Now these two are Bock beers, like I said, one of the unique ones to Germany. This is a Bock, and this is a Doppelbock. And this beer is the one that you actually drink warm. It's very dark and has lots of flavor when it's drank warm. Like, you get a lot of plum and a lot of other dark fruit flavors out of it. This is some more Pilsners I've had. This is the Berlin Pilsner that's made in Berlin. Yeah, Pilsners, Duff beer. This is actually real alcohol beer from The Simpsons. So that was pretty bad, actually. It's funny though. Pilsners. This one's a Bock. Wait, no, this is a Bock. Pilsner. This, my friend, is the king of Pilsners. Brewed in the Czech Republic, the original Pilsner. I don't know if you can read it or if it's gonna focus, but yeah, I had this for the first time in Prague, and it changed my life then. And then I found it here in Frankfurt, and honestly, this is the best Pilsner in the world, no doubt. Just because the hops, I talked about that in the Prague vlog. The hops in that are incredible. And down here, a couple Polish beers. Like, this is a Pilsner, and this is actually a porter from Poland, and it was nothing special. I actually don't think I could drink all that because it wasn't that good. These are sodas, my favorite soda here, delicious. And this was Radler. This is half beer and half lemonade. It was terrible. I couldn't drink it all. So yeah. And lastly, the best beer, honestly, that I've had here in Germany was like Weihenstephaner, and it's brewed in Bavaria. Of course, it's actually the oldest beer in the world. It's made in like 1040, so it's almost 1,000 years old. And man, I had that one time in Berlin. I can't buy it here in Frankfurt. And just to like, if you think what the greatest beer could be like, that's what it's like. It's a wheat beer, and the balance between the yeast and the banana and the spice flavors in it are just incredible. Like, I wish I could get it here. And like, after I had that, even my favorite beer here like didn't taste the same. Like, it's funny to think about, but that is just incredible. Weihenstephaner, the oldest wheat beer in the world, and Germany, like German beer at its best. So yeah, this is a beer vlog. Hope you enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see everyone when I get home. Bye bye. Okay, I just wanted to add 2 more things to this vlog right at the end I forgot to mention. But as far as the price of beer, I can get, there's a couple beers here. One is Meisterbrow I can buy for 29 cents. And when I take the bottle back, I get 8 cents back, so I buy it for 21 cents. So that's pretty cheap. And as far as like in restaurants and places where you go to eat, it's actually cheaper than water, because when you buy a beer, you get it in the half liter, and then when you buy water, sometimes you could get it like in 0.2 or 0.3 for more expensive. So That's pretty funny, actually. And also, I just wanted to add that, like I said before, you can drink everywhere in Germany. Like, if I wanted to go to Berlin right now, I could grab a beer, and well, first off, I could buy it anywhere. I could buy it from the grocery store. I could buy it from the train station, and yeah, buy it. And I could drink. I could walk to the tram, for instance. I could get on the tram, drink it, get off the tram, walk to the train station, get on the train, drink it, go to Berlin, get on the subway, go and drink it, and it's just crazy. You can drink on the streets and everywhere. So it's pretty funny. Like, Germans drink a surprising amount of beer, and honestly, you can't deny that, just how much it is in the culture. So yeah, kind of funny.